Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time this meets you. My name is Adiola Adishino, and I'm highly elated to welcome you to the pilot episode of the show, The Big Screen, proudly brought to you by Soke TV. So, I started this channel, and while I started this channel, Soke TV, I had it in mind to do a show like this, a show that had to do with film recommendation, analysis, and however a film makes me feel, I come here on the big screen to see it. So yeah, here it is. Welcome to the big screen. And of course, I'm your host for today's snare. If it's your first time on Soke TV, thank you for stopping by. And to my returning subscribers, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, I say thank you very much. I love you. So yeah, recently a friend of mine saw a film that I'm not going to mention the name at the cinemas. She didn't quite like the film. According to her, it was a waste of her money. And we went out, yeah, we hung out, and my friend was accusing me of allowing her waste her money. I said, how do I come in? You saw a film you didn't like, so did I tell you to see the film? Her response was that because I attended the premiere of the film, she felt it was going to be a very good film. Of course, there's no bad film. And I'm going to be doing this show bearing in mind that, of course, there is no bad film. And I'll do this show with utmost sensitivity and respect for every filmmaker whose film I'm going to be reviewing. So I'm not trying to bring anybody down. I'm not trying to water down anybody's film because I know that, of course, filmmaking is serious business. It is hard work. It's no child's play. So yeah, with my show, I'm not trying to bash anybody or just say derogatory things on anybody's film. But yeah, the show is entirely how I feel. So back to the story of how my friend saw a film she didn't like and she accused me of letting her waste her money. So yeah, I went for the premiere of this film and I looked so good. I looked very, very good. And I thought, let me take pictures because even when I don't look as good, I take pictures. So I just took pictures, I posted it on my WhatsApp, and yeah, she thought because I went for the premiere, then the film, okay, I didn't recommend the film. So she just saw it because she saw that I went for the premiere. Then another time I reviewed the film that I reviewed a film on my WhatsApp status. Yeah. The film made me feel really, really good. And yeah, the things that I liked in the film, I mentioned it on my WhatsApp status. And someone who knows the producer saw what I felt about the film and sent it to the filmmaker, yeah, the producer of that film. So luckily for me, luckily for me, when I was shooting my own short film, yeah, my short films in Ibadan, the producer of that particular film that I saw came on my set, and oh my god, it felt really good because because of that film that he did, I respect him so much as a filmmaker. So we got to talk about a couple of films, and he asked me, "How do you feel about this film? How do you feel about Sofian?" And I'm like, my friend accused me of seeing a film that I didn't recommend. And here, this is a filmmaker that I respect so much asking me how I feel about a film. So why would I do this? Of course, I have to do this film recommendation thing. I am an authority in this film analysis of a thing. So yeah, here comes the big screen. So the first film I'm going to be talking about on the big screen is none other than The Origin of Miss Koi Koi. Yeah, The Origin of Miss Koi Koi. I kind of like the film, although I have my reservations. Yeah, I like the opening of the film, The Origin of Madame Koi Koi. It started with Yoruba chants. Yeah, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I like the chants. Then most of the things that I wrote down, because of course I can't say everything offhand. So it is worthy of notes that I tell you the things I like in the film. Number one, the first thing is so captivating. Yeah, it was supposed to be scary, but then it was not scary enough for me. But then it's captivating enough for you to want to see other scenes in the film. So kudos to the filmmakers on that. Yeah, the cinematography is great. I like the cinematography, the VFX, all the scenes that Madame Koi Koi herself was, and she was killing people and all of that. It was, yeah, some of them were really, really scary, and I must commend the filmmakers for that. I like the props and sets, the costumes, the makeup. Although I have slight problem with the makeup, but that's gonna be maybe towards the end of this video. I'm going to mention my problem with the makeup. But then, so many things that I like about the film. Yeah, quality casting. I love the cast. The cast, they did well. They delivered. And Malian grandfather. His name in the film is Baba. There's just something about his character in any film. I just when I see him in a film, I just want to watch the film. Like, okay, what does Baba have for us? So yeah, quality casting, like I said earlier, beautiful locations. Yeah, so there's this particular character in the film, Amanda. Amanda is always dreaming. So I just think a character name should have been Josephine because she's always dreaming. And yeah, I have to mention that I like the transitions from Amanda's dream to reality. Yeah, it was quite smooth. So kudos to the filmmakers on that. Mother Superior is one of the characters I like in the film. She really lived up to her name, Mother Superior. She made it obvious that Mother Superior, fuck anybody. Like whatever I say is fine now, and that's just it. So yeah, another character in the film, characters, sorry, Edna and Amanda. Edna and Amanda are friends in the film, and yeah, I like the chemistry between Edna and Amanda. Like there was no awkwardness. They vibed as friends that they were meant to be. Yeah, the four brilliant students, they all did well. So there's this particular scene in the film. It's a rape scene, and yeah, I like how they played the scene. It was quite believable that okay, rape is going on here. You will see red pants. If you want to see that red pants, just go and watch the film, The Origin of Madame Koi Koi. So yeah, what else? So there are a couple of punchlines from this film that I jotted down that I was gonna tell you guys. So the first one, people like sweets, but it gives them diabetes. Yorubas will say inkotodo manfire. So yeah, if you like sweets too much, it will give you diabetes. Just watch the film, then you understand the meaning of that sentence from the film. So another punchline, it always ends in tears. Ladies, trust men at your own peril. It always ends in tears. It depends on the man, though, but then most times. Okay, so there's this particular line. It says, just because it came from your mouth does not mean it is correct. You are not the oracle of Delphi. Like, I like that particular line so much. There's so many people nowadays that just carry ring lights like me like this and camera because they have data. They just post things online and they feel like, yes, I've said it is correct. Some people are just feeling shit and they're just saying bullshit. But anyways, once you have a good phone, you have data, you have ring lights, you're good to go these days. Another punchline is rules are there to protect you. Yeah, I like that because there are so many rules and we always think like we can break rules and all of that, but then those rules are there to protect you, so don't break rules. But then if you don't break rules, it will be boring. Rules are meant to be broken anyways. So there are a couple of lessons from this film which I'm going to be listing. First on the list, don't be at the wrong place at the wrong time. There's some places you should not go. Don't go there. Because what your eyes will see, your mouth will not be able to contain it. Your mouth will not be able to talk it. So yeah, don't be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And enablers of evil are also evildoers. When someone is doing something bad, and you know quite alright that this thing this person is doing is bad, and you keep quiet, you're also an evildoer. So enablers of evildoers are also evildoers. If you're an evildoer, stop it. Some things we consider as superstitions are there to protect us. Yeah. There are a couple of things we're told, and we just want to ask questions like, why shouldn't I do this? Why shouldn't I do that? Then we Gen Z, not just Gen Z, but then we believe some things are superstitions. But if you look deeply at those things, if you try to dig deep, you know that this thing, despite the fact that it is superstition, it is trying to protect you from things you don't see. So, for instance, one of the things that sounded like superstition in this film was, okay, in this village in the scene, before you settle down into the village as an outsider, you must visit the Oba. So it sounded like superstition, but then again, if that particular rule or superstition was obeyed, some things would not have happened in the film. Amanda and her mother apparently did not go and visit the Oba before they settled down in the village. Hence, a couple of things that happened in the film. But then, thank God they didn't visit the Oba, because we actually need a storyline. We need something to talk about in the film. So, writers, on do that one. You reap what you sow, yeah.